So why start modeling in Blender? Well, it's got a hotkey based system. That means you'll be using your keyboard to navigate it instead of clicking buttons mostly, so it makes it fast. This tutorial is pretty good for beginners to learn about the vitals in polygon based modeling, so I'll be going through the tools and methods I use myself. The goal here is to help you get used to vital hotkeys, to be able to bounce back from mistakes faster, discover the more intermediate foundations of Blender, and have a basic preference ready. If you get good at it, you'll probably look like you're playing StarCraft 2 in the pro tournaments. Here it comes. Functionality of key presses mostly work based on what window you have your cursor on. Move your mouse into the 3D viewport. That's the screen with the 3D stuff for you to work on. If you want to start rotating around, click your middle mouse button and drag. If you want to move your camera in view, hold Shift and click your middle mouse button. You should start to practice this, as middle mouse and shift middle mouse are good ways to view around the object. Alternatively, you can hold Shift and tilde together to enter fly mode. Hold Shift there to speed it up. Click your primary mouse button to exit that, or your secondary to undo. Scroll your mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Press Ctrl and Shift while holding your middle mouse button to enter the dolly camera. Pull back your mouse to zoom out and forwards to zoom in. Relying on this changes the locational reference of the camera. If any case you mess up the view, go to your scene collection or your outliner on the top right and select the cube or any object you want to focus on, and press the decimal on your keypad with your mouse in the 3D viewport. This will focus your camera on all selected objects. Right now, we're going to select 2 objects. Hit the decimal key now, and it will center on the median point of all the selected objects. Let's edit the preferences and prepare further. Go to the top left of your screen and select Edit, and then select Preferences down there. Select Key Map. I'm going to set my spacebar hotkey to search. I could always press play with Shift space, and I could always find the tools that I need in my search menu. I'm going to select with right. It's okay if you select with left, just remember what you're selecting with. Let's head to add-ons. We're going to search for Loop Tools. Click on that check mark to enable it. And then search Edit Mesh Tools and enable that. They're going to be helpful later. Click on Save Preferences after installing an add-on or changing anything, and close the window to confirm. Otherwise, you're going to lose all your changes. With whatever selection preference you've chosen, select that cube. Alright, now press H to hide that selected object. Let's take a look at the outliner. It's on the top right. For a selected object, you're going to see that our eye is closed and the text is a little transparent. This means that the object is successfully hidden. However, it will still render, so don't hide things if you don't want them to be in the renders or exports. You can click that closed eye to unhide the thing, or you can press Alt-H to unhide all. Let's select this cube again. Press / to hide everything but the selected object. Press that key again to undo. From this point on, select our cube again. Now we will practice regular Blender tradition. Press X to prepare to delete, and confirm your deletion by pressing X again or clicking to confirm. Press Ctrl Z to undo your action. Now look at your keyboard. Now back at me. Now look for the delete key above your arrow keys. Press that key to also delete your selected object, but immediately. Press Ctrl Z to undo your action. You're a real necromancer now. Press B and drag until you can select all 3 entities on your screen. An object that has a brighter yellowish outline on it means that it's specially selected out of all the other dark orange selections on your screen. Shift select that specially bright outlined object again, and you'll see that it's unselected. Let's press Ctrl Z and do it one more time. You're going to see that Blender includes what you select as something is something undoable. You can tap A to select all, or to deselect, you can press Alt-A or double tap A. I prefer Alt-A. Look to the left of your 3D viewport. T toggles the toolbar. Select your Move tool, which are the arrows going in all directions. Let's go to our header menu, which can be above or below. I prefer to have it below, but if you want to change it, right-click on it and flip to either way. With our Move tool, Let's head over to drag, and then select tweak. You're going to have select box selected first, so make sure you click on that. In your 3D viewport, hit Control, hold on to it, and then click and drag. You're going to see it makes some sort of pencil or sketch mark. That's actually our lasso tool. So we're going to encircle our lasso all over these objects, and now they're all selected. I'm going to press B, and then I'm going to hold Shift, and then drag to deselect our objects. Pressing N toggles our sidebar. The sidebar is a place where a lot of add-ons put their functionalities in. So if you installed any new add-ons, chances are their options might be around there. If not, check out the readmes on what the creators are saying. So let's change something right now in the View tab. Let's increase this from 1000 to 5000 by clicking on it and then changing its value. This helps us increase our view distance for our work camera. Blender uses metric, but you can change that in the Scene Properties tab, which is the icon with the cone and the sphere. Let's click on Units. And right now, our units are based on metric. But if you have to change it to imperial, for example, if you want to import something to the source engine, which bases its measurements off of inches, then you can do that. For this tutorial, I'm going to keep it on metric. But you can keep it on none if you're like one of those people that measure temperature in Kelvin or something. Hey guys, Rookston from the future speaking. There's a sequel to this tutorial where we're going into edit mode and checking things out there like the XYZ transforms. So when that's up, go check it out.